Hello everybody, CVH here, and in today's video we're going to be playing some support control mage, everyone's favorite slow deck. Maybe that's actually not true because everyone seems to be on the Altar of Despair Assassin hype train this month, but not going to go too much into today's list. It's a slow control mage deck, focusing on the supports with Tower Alchemist and Cauldron Keeper. As you might expect, you've probably seen versions of this deck before, but the reason I'm not going to talk too much about the specific card choices in today's list is because this 50 card deck is Blackfall's control mage deck, and he did a Legends Decks write-up that I'm going to post in the description down below, so be sure to go click that and read on if you are interested in why the cards in the deck are the way they are, because he wrote about it a lot better than I could give it justice through just a quick intro here. If you guys don't know Blackfall, he's a longtime Legends player known for his control decks and particularly his control mage gameplay, so definitely worth checking out if you're interested in the build. I will say one thing I was almost tempted to do would be to cut one of the excavates to play a third Dawn's Wrath. I just really like 3 Dawn's Wraths, and he did mention that in the write-up, I think. So besides that, I decided to leave it the exact 50 that he did, just so I could make sure I reference the Legends Decks write-up and have everything be completely accurate. So let's play some Blackfall support control mage on the ladder and try to take some wins. And as always, if you enjoyed the video, feel free to leave a like and stay subscribed for more Legends content. Follow my stream in the description, and I'll see you next time. Got Mage. If this is a control mage mirror, I do want Schemer. If it's not control mage, then I'd feel pretty bad keeping it. Let's see how many ships. Got rid of 2, doesn't really tell me anything. I think I'm just going to be safe and get rid of it. Hopefully get a hand that's more well-rounded. And this one seems like just the hand. It's a hand we don't feel bad about against an aggressive deck or against a slow deck.
Bless us, kind. May we serve you with.
And that makes me think he's either a mid-rangey mage or a token mage.
Steadfast brothers. For the warrior wife.
I think for now I'm just going to play Daggerfall and then play the Hive, and then maybe get a better Reverberating Strike later.
By the 8th, they will meet their makers.
Save the Vitality for now. If he wants to give me cards and potential prophecies, we'll welcome that. And then maybe we'll reassess later and get some value out of the Elixir. Well, we'll get a lot of charges out of it probably between the Cauldron Keepers and the Tower Alchemists in the deck. And sure, we can do that.
We'll hold, no matter what.
That's Fireboltable, so I'm not too worried about it right now. I think I'm just going to double trade here and develop the Hive Defender in the field lane. And again, 4 damage. Breaks a rune, so I'm not going to heal up to 26 and give him a free attack. We've been able to use our creatures as removal so far, so we've been able to save like Firebolts and Reverberating Strike and stuff. So I'm feeling okay about that. For example, we could use Reverberating Strike and Firebolt times 2 to clear the entire Shadow lane. So I don't really want him to mill my 3rd copy of Cauldron Keeper for free. So I think that's probably the plan.
By the 8th, they will meet their makers.
I've got you covered.
As mentioned in the write-up, that you guys can again check out in the description, this deck does not have executes, which makes Daggerfall a little bit more annoying than it would be otherwise.
I sell cures for all ills.
Share on tape.
Don't miss. Wait. Did you hear that?
If we needed any more confirmation that he was tokens after playing the Resolute Ally, we just got it. kind of tempted to play Tower Alchemist Tome. He has 6 on board, potentially going up to 8 damage if he plays the Tome of Alteration in his hands. I think that's okay.
By all the powers of the ape.
Potentially weak if he gets 1 more or 2 more yellow creatures on the board and can imprison my guy, but then we will feel not too bad about the Ice Storm, assuming he commits more to the board.
Bless us, kind. May we serve you with every word. I'll take them with me!
Sheol take you.
Don't miss.
Well, they could always just utilize this Dawn's Wrath that's sort of just hanging out in my hand, not really doing too much here. Does seem a bit early for that, doesn't it?
I sell cures for all ills.
I think it's okay to get him back down to 30.
Sheol take you.
For the warrior white.
May the ancestors bless us.
Well, no, I don't feel bad about it. Just hang back, we have some more removal in our hand, we have another Tower Alchemist, waiting for our big value generating supports and cards like Manticore, Laneth, and Rock. Turns out, we don't need them. So we're up against another Mage for starters. We'll just keep the Daggerfall here. Yeah, seems fine. We don't exactly know what kind of mage it is. Played against Control Mage, Support Mage, Mid-Range Mage, Token Mage recently. Tons of different mage decks you could see on the ladder.
Hail, friend.
May you walk on warm sands.
And if it is a Control Mage mirror match, we're gonna be here a while. Nothing to do yet.
By the 8th, they will meet their makers.
Well, I'm okay throwing my Daggerfall in front of his Daggerfall.
By the 8th, they will meet their makers. Sheol take you.
Fair enough. So we both have the Tome. Can probably just fire mine off here.
Sheol take
Deal some damage. Don't want it to get one-shotted by a lightning bolt, and even if he tomes up either of the dudes he has on board, they will trade evenly into my Daggerfall.
Sheol take you.
Oh wow, he's getting aggressive. That's a risky proposition. I don't think I mind that he's doing that. Although, overdrawing is a concern. I could just play the college out and not activate it. If I activate it, I go up to 9 cards in hand, then he hits me with 10 cards in hand, and then I overdraw my next card. That might not be a big deal, but it just as easily could decide the game. I'm actually just gonna pass. He could still be a mid-range deck. You know, we've only seen Daggerfall and Hive Defender, and virtually every mage deck in existence would play both of those. Okay, pretty sure he's not. Would like a Javelin. Did not get a javelin.
I sell cures for all ills.
It was a low chance, but I was going for arrow in the knee there, actually. I was hoping for it. Well, we could just get javelin in the next rune break, and then I think we're doing really well. Okay. At least I didn't take 10 this turn. Only 5, probably.
By our service, we honor kind.
Yeah, I think it actually is mid-range with Undying Dragons. Might have misread the matchup here. And that's not a javelin. That's not the javelin we needed. Or the harpy we needed. Harpy would have done it too. Harpy would have been really good. Damn. I can clear everything but Undying, or I could guard in front of the Undying Dragon. Play Elixir of Vitality and Firebolts, and yeah, I guess that's gonna have to be okay. I don't even know if I can use this Firebolt here. If I don't kill it this turn, I desperately need to kill it next turn. I guess I just take the 9, and I say Firebolt for Firebolt plus Ice Storm, but then I still have the High Defender on the board. Yeah, this is a problem. I'm gonna need a Prophecy. And I'm gonna need his turn to be pretty weak here. There is obviously a chance that we just die because he could remove my High Defender. That is a very real possibility.
A hard-fought victory. It has been an engaging hunt.
Okay, so it is Control Mage. Control Mage, I'm pretty sure would be the only type of mage running Arrest. He just decided to get really aggressive and it happened to pay off. Because we never saw a Lightning Bolt for that, we never saw a Javelin for that, we never saw a Harpy. We were ready for the long game though. I stand by that. There, we got Assassin, so we have to expect that it's probably an Altar of Despair deck. It's been the flavor of the month for sure. And I think I'm just going to keep both Schemers. They are kind of all-stars in the matchup. Again, this would be a much better matchup if you were teching the Vicious Dreg, so I suggest that if you're running into a billion Altar matchups. I think Blackfall mentioned that in the guide as well. Firebolt right on time.
By the 8th, they will meet their maker.
Let's dance.
Shale take you. By the 8th, they will meet their maker.
It's a lot of Daggerfall mages. And they don't feel bad to use Javelin. They do not have the executes.
Shale take you.
Of course, I'm on your side.
So he's not an altar deck. Mid-range assassin it is. Should start contesting if that's the case, I think.
Let's dance.
Right now, though, I will take the damage and the potential piercing javelin or shrieking harpy prophecies.
Shale.
Could tome this for extra damage, but then it's really weak to a javelin. Okay, makes more sense.
Of course, I'm on your side.
I think we're gonna have to go for do that next turn as well. Yeah, probably just Cauldron Keeper and set up for the inevitable Dawn's Wrath. Cauldron Keeper could block 8 damage this turn. Don't mind that.
I sell cures for all ills.
Okay, healing this turn.
Careful there, friend.
Shame take you.
Didn't see this coming, eh?
Well, that confirms it. It's gonna be a Dawn's Wrath turn. I'll just block the 4 damage now. He can attack for 2 next turn if he wants. Not only do we clear a ton of damage, we also get 2 guards in the field lane.
At your service.
And Wabbajack's in the hand, ready for some wackiness.
Your blood will spill. I sell cures for all
All
ills.
the powers of the eight.
I'm okay just using these to run him out of resources. It's not unlikely that he can clear, but it's unlikely that it's efficient. Okay, I can just use Ice Storm to clean up the rest if I want. Almost doesn't even feel worth it. It's unlikely we're getting a better one, though. And sure, I'll play this here. I'll protect it against Cliff Racer number 2. He might contest it, then we can play Manticore on whatever he plays. If he plays a Bolt, well, there's 1 Lightning Bolt gone. Raging Horker.
Careful there, friend.
Everyone's favorite. Yes, this is a pretty easy Manticore on the 4-2 with wards. And Goldbrand's in the hand now. The Tower Alchemist still on board, likely. So we're pretty much set. And we're also almost back to full health.
Your blood will spill. The forest is my cloak.
Let's just clear a ton.
By the 8th, they will meet their makers.
And we might as well deny the last bit of value and Murok that. Could Wabbajack it too. I guess Manticore is probably a safer thing to do. This is free, so we use it. And I have no idea how he ever wins the game from here.
I have many important things on my mind.
I don't think I'm really getting a better steal than that, right?
You cannot hope to outrun destiny.
Alright, one more turn, but I might just go in. Could've been right last turn with the double harpy anyway. Well, he's gonna firebolt that one. Okay, fine.
No, pursue.
The forest is my cloak.
Of course I'm on your side.
We'll see about this.
No, pursue.
Oh, I could have gone 3 and 5 there. Slight punish. Zerai's gonna gold brand that one if we're gonna gold brand anything.
I bring reinforcements.
Well. That's cute, but I still don't really want to play it. It does have breakthrough, which means it could deal 2 damage to him. Back to 30.
The forest is my cloak.
We should have lethal here, and yeah, he does have double bolt left, so we should probably go in here, and then the 5-5.
No, pursue.
Got him.